Have you watched Alice in Wonderland? Have you read Alice in Wonderland? This is like, she sees a rabbit, like a white rabbit, in her garden one day, and she's like, why is it wearing clothes? Like she goes and follows the rabbit, and suddenly he disappears. And she tries to find him and sees that there's this hole under, into which he went. So she decides, I will follow the rabbit, and she falls down the hole. And this is that image. So a lot of times I love the movie. I feel like when I'm looking at the tech forecasts, tech trends, because I am in tech, right? I feel very overwhelmed. I feel like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tumbling because there's so much volume of information. There is so much density of information. What sense can I make out of it? Right? So this is something that I often feel. And that itself is the topic of the day, right? Welcome to the tech industry in 2025. The only way you or I can keep up is to run as fast as we can. So welcome, excuse me, welcome to the Comeback Protocol 2.0. This is my relaunch of my Comeback Protocol. We did this, the first sessions, the first edition earlier this year. In the 2.0 version, I have decided to incorporate worksheets as well. So from 20th August to 30th August, I'm doing morning and evening sessions mostly. So nearly every day, we have a morning theory session and a more practical, hands-on, audience feedback related, audience participation related lab or practical session in the evening. Today's session is going to be the tech edge every woman needs. And I am your host, Pritha Pathak. I'm a software engineer, and let's see how things are looking. The tech landscape in 2025. We'll go back to Alice. What happens with Alice? So Alice in Wonderland, the title of the movie, of the book, it's actually a book by Lewis Carroll. So what happens is she follows the rabbit and she goes down the hole. And when she comes out of the hole, she stumbles into this, this wonderland, this strange and magical place where nothing makes sense, right? Rabbits are talking, walking, cats are talking, disappearing, all kinds of strange things. So in the tech landscape, something very similar is happening. A lot of you are restarters, right? You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15. I had an audience member with 14 years of gap. So after so much of a gap, it feels like your skills, which you worked on for so many years, you studied college, university, 1 degree, 2 degree, you established your career, and then suddenly you took a break. And now that you want to come back, it feels like, oh, what happened to my skills? What happened to the tech? I can't recognize any of it. One day, everyone wants Java. Next day, it's all about AI engineers. I myself am a Java engineer. But now I am having to very aggressively and very quickly upskill in AI. Now everyone wants to talk about AI, cybersecurity, DevOps, cloud. Every job description feels like it's not just one job. It's like 3, 4 jobs mixed together, right? So no recruiters and companies are not satisfied with just engineering. When I started my career many years ago, I was just a Java engineer. I need Java. I need to know a few APIs. Khalas. Now I need Java. I need cloud skills. I need DevOps skills. I need containerization. Before containerization, DevOps, that was a different field altogether. Now, every role wants everything. So especially as a restarter, it can be like very, very overwhelming. The industry is shifting very, very fast, right? And let's talk about the top trends, right? We have a great report by Gartner, and we'll talk about what is relevant today and the forecast for the next 3 to 5 years, right? So until 2030, this is what the industry is focusing on. And I want you to keep an eye on these particular topics. So first, and foremost. Can we please mute whoever is? Yeah. I think I can hear. Yeah. All right. Thank you. So these are the topics that I would like you to focus on, right? So there are so many sessions available on Herky itself, but not limited to Herky. There's Coursera, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, other courses, so many places. And there are so many skills and so many courses, but which ones do you pick? If you are looking to enhance your tech skills to stay relevant in the industry, these are some of the domains that I would like you to pay very, very close attention to. All right. First is AI. AI and automation. They're not the same, but they are very, very, very important. This is number one. So what are the hiring managers or recruiters looking for? Everyone needs to have some, at least basic exposure to AI. So AI literacy, very important. Prompt engineering. Whatever tool you decide to use, you need to know what prompt engineering is. So now it's such a fancy word, right? The phrase prompt engineering. You can think back to Google search, right? So some people are good at Google search, some people are bad at Google search. And what does it depend on? Your keywords, right? So prompt engineering is something very similar. What exact way of framing your query or your prompt will get you closest to your desired output? So things like that. It sounds, so a lot of these terminologies sound very heavy.
Ma'am, can I tell something about AI?
Go on, please. Who is this? Can you introduce yourself?
No, just can I tell something about AI? Can I tell now or later, ma'am?
One moment. Are you asking if you can speak about AI?
Yes, yes.
Please speak about AI. What
Yeah,
are your
yeah.
thoughts?
So AI is a artificial intelligence. It is a set of technologies where advanced functions can be done.
Okay.
So AI powered center is a data center. So where set of operations can be done.
Okay. So are you explaining? Okay, I'm so sorry.
You know,
Do you?
like I found two technologies on that. I went through. I just given information about that.
All
That's
right.
it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
About
All
AI.
right. Thank you. Very
Thank you, ma'am.
important that people are literate. This is what I was saying. AI literacy is very, very important. However, I would like to let everyone know when I'm speaking and starting this out, please do not interrupt me. Okay, I have a plan. I have a roadmap in my mind, and I love audience interaction. I absolutely love when people speak to me. However, don't cut me off. We will have a session, right? I love talking to people, but when I'm speaking, please do not, unless it's like you have a pressing question, please do not interrupt me. That is my request. But Chitra, thank you, and I'm very glad that you have found. You said 2 courses, right? Solid. I'm very happy that you are,
Okay, okay. Sorry,
doing
ma'am.
it.
I just answered about AI. That's it, ma'am. Whatever I know, I just
I'm very
shared
happy.
with you.
I'm
Okay, ma'am.
very
Thank
happy,
you,
and
ma'am.
I'm
Sorry.
very glad that everyone is
Okay.
picking up courses. And Herky itself has, I think, before my session there was a great session on AI with respect to HR and recruiting. Did anyone attend that? That was a great session. So very cool. Moving on. Yeah. So AI literacy, prompt engineering, as I was saying, these sound like a lot of heavy terms, right? A heavy, overwhelming, like, oh, what could it mean? No, it's very simple. Prompt engineering. We need to relate it to concepts that we're already, familiar with, and it will help us more easily, more seamlessly embrace the concepts. Moving on. So just now I mentioned a previous session, right? Not mine. Just today there was another session. I forget who. I think Dr. I forget. I'm so sorry. But it was a session on AI for recruiting, AI for recruiters, and AI in HR. And it was very interesting because now it's not just the engineers, the software engineers or data analysts or business analysts who use AI. AI is extensively used across industries, across roles, across fields. Coming back to software engineering, and we do have a lot of specialized tools, specialized AI, for software engineering as well. Then you've got different kinds of workflows, all kinds of things. So this is one of the major things to look out for in terms of tech forecast, tech trends, and staying relevant in for the next 5 years. Next, we have cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is everyone's problem, my problem, your problem, my dad's problem, especially the previous generation. You know all the scams, right? There's phishing, smishing, vishing, all kinds of scams. So information security, cybersecurity, these are so important, not only from an implementation point of view, but also these are things that affect us in our daily lives. So absolutely, we need to be literate in cybersecurity. So awareness of social engineering, cloud security, regulations, right? Threats, threat detection, vulnerability. When we are coding as engineers now, when we are coding, we need to employ defensive mechanisms so that our code is not easy to exploit. That is as a software engineer. Now, as someone who is, for example, working in policy, right? You need to make sure that your data security, your data, compliance, your data, or how you store it, where you are storing the data, all of these have a security component. Everything has a security component. So this is a very big, booming, and like vital, it's a crucial field, cybersecurity. Then we come to cloud, hybrid, and serverless. We've spoken about this. Everyone talks about cloud. Everyone talks about hybrid and serverless, right? Why? Because it is the need of the hour. And it was cutting edge until 5 years ago. Now, this is, everyone's doing it. It's a baseline. If you are going to be in tech, whether you are a software engineer or a business analyst or even a project manager, you need to understand a little bit about cloud, a little bit about the technologies available, a little bit about architecture and dashboarding, right? We have a lot of business analysts. You need to know your dashboarding. Even DevOps engineers, everyone, even a business analyst, your dashboards, right? They are based off of metrics pulled from your applications, how it's running, what the stats are on that. So many things. So being aware of these technologies is so important. Moving on to the next set, right? We have data fluency. Before, I, as a software engineer, did not need to be data literate. I can just code, khalas, bas. But that's not the case anymore. It is important for me to be able to communicate my thoughts. If I want to pitch my idea to my management, to my leaders, and I want buy-in, right? If I want anything, basically, I have to communicate properly. And in order to communicate effectively, effective communication isn't just about delivery. Delivery, presentation, very important. But what is the core of the communication? Your core message should be effective and persuasive. And the best way to do it is through data. Whatever you're communicating needs to be data backed. For example, right now, I am speaking to you about the tech landscape and the workforce landscape for the next 5 years, the tech forecast. So when I'm doing a forecast, I'm using data, right? I have a whole bibliography of all my, so these are numbers, right? And you will see even more numbers in the upcoming slides. So all of my numbers are backed by some sort of study, some sort of something. But that's not enough. That is just raw data. What do you do with the data? You dashboard it. You create some sort of analytics. The forecast that I am sharing with you the interpretation, but the forecast itself requires a lot of data and a lot of solid, clever data analysis. So you need to have basic Excel skills, basic analysis skills. These are baseline now. Everyone needs to know this. Then you have tech-enabled soft skills. What is a tech-enabled soft skill? I will refer again to another session on Herky this morning about AI in in recruitment. So tech-enabled soft skills means what are the soft skills, right? Management, then ethics, governance, admin, a lot of these things are soft skills, right? Now, then you have agility and adaptability. Now, you have to be not just AI fluent, but also tech enabled, right? So before you had just a functional role, for example, just a business analyst does all, not just, it's a great role, it's a big role, it's a very highly respected role. So, but only a business analyst, that's your title. Now a business analyst is expected to be a data analyst, is expected to be a project manager, is expected to have some sort of technical knowledge so that they can better validate whatever they are getting, either from the clients or from their developers, whatever the scene is. You need to have some sort of technical fluency. So in this, you need to know how to use some of the tools. For example, a very, very baseline, very simple example. Before, 5 years ago, a business analyst did not need to know SQL. You did not need to know querying. You did not need to know database skills. Today, on the other hand, a business analyst absolutely needs to know how to perform complex queries, right? So we are moving towards all roles having a solid techno aspect to it. And tech-enabled soft skills is now the baseline. It's no longer just a skill. Everything has many components of it to it, and it's very technical now. Any kind of job. Then you've got next wave hotspots. So we've talked about, okay, what's emerging, what's already big right now. We've talked about AI, cloud, cybersecurity, data fluency. So this is hot today. What about for the next 5 years? You've got quantum computing. I think there was a fantastic session on quantum computing 2 days ago on Herky. Fantastic. I learned so much. I think that's in another book, but I took so many notes and I have so many questions. So the thing about learning more is it gives you more questions, which is amazing because that's how you expand your worldview. All right. So we have quantum computing. RegTech, that is regulations, regulatory tech. So you have the tech around policies, regulations, things like that. Green IT and sustainability. So Amazon, McKinsey, so many companies now, Deloitte, they have a great focus on sustainability, right? And AI or tech-enabled sustainability. So that's cool. Robotics in non-tech fields. So if you see these days, some schools, some kindergartens even, they will say we have a robotics program. And some universities, they have, a fully robotic instructor, AI teachers, right? So things like that. So robotics in non-tech fields, super cool. In hospitals even, in most fields that you can imagine, there is an application for robotics. Now we come to the reality of tech, future and workforce. The good. Let's start with the good stuff, right? Labor stats for women. India's female labor force participation has doubled in 7 years. Okay, from 23% to 42%. Women's job opportunities in 2025 are surging, 48%. 48% growth compared to the previous years, especially in IT, BFSI, and emerging tech. This is great news for you, for me, for all of us. The bad, okay? 86% of businesses will be transformed by AI and automation. Sounds good, but what about the jobs? By 2030, 92 million jobs will vanish. 92 million jobs will vanish, but 170 million new jobs will be created, all thanks to AI. 20 to 25% of jobs will be automated out. Okay, that's 1/4. 1/4 of jobs will be automated out. Now, the really ugly. Globally, women are 25% less likely than men to have advanced ICT skills. Women are 25% less likely than men to have advanced skills. That's not great. Women make up only 35% of STEM jobs in the US. And this is an economy where women form a large part of the workforce. In open source, now we come to tech. In open source, only 9.8% of all code is contributed by women. That is around 5% of core developers. 5% of anything is not very promising, right? So this is something that we have to work on improving. This is what our competition really is, right? Now, what is driving all this change? All of these job-related, labor force-related statistics, then all of our tech trend forecasting. What is the driver? We have three major drivers. AI is everywhere. Co-pilots in coding, marketing, finance. Then before you were the one doing the job. Now we are telling the AI to do the job, right? For example, prompt literacy that we spoke about. So what the first factor driving this change in labor force and trends is AI. Second is cybersecurity and digital trust. Now, whenever there is new tech, there is new vulnerabilities because I don't know the capabilities. If you remember, and I hope you remember, when AI came out, Gen AI came out, right? And videos started popping up. So like these were videos made of women showing them in a very negative light. And these were, there was no regulation around it. So one day, you wake up and you see all of these really nasty videos and it looks just like you and you're scared and no one believes you. Because the tech is so new, people don't realize how to spot it. And there's no regulation around it. You don't have legal recourse. So many, many things of this nature have happened, are happening, and will happen. Why? Because with emerging tech, it's the technology. It's not the technology's fault. It's the user's fault, right? So it's the bad actors. So there are going to be malicious people using anything for a negative reason. So every new tech gives rise to new threats and new vulnerabilities. India is set to face 3 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs by 2027. Why? Why are you women not doing this? Why are we not upskilling in cybersecurity? I attended a great course, a great session yesterday, Ink Talks. I think Herky has this collaboration with Ink Talks. Fantastic session, fantastic session. There was Devita Saraf, right? So Devita Saraf, my most important takeaway from yesterday's session was follow the money, right? We all want a job. That's why you are in this course. That's why you are on this platform. We all want a job. We all want to make money. Listen to Devita, right? Follow the money. Cybersecurity is such a booming field. Why are we not studying it? Everyone wants to talk about AI. Absolutely study AI. I am a huge enthusiast and I take courses myself. However, that's not the only field. Expand your horizons. Cybersecurity, so important. Next is automation. If I can automate you out of a job, it means I don't have to pay you. And as a company, as an organization, one of my biggest goals as a business is to reduce costs. So you have to reduce operational costs and increase revenue. These are two of the basic, reasons for having a business, or rather basic drivers of a business, any business. I want to increase my revenue and I want to reduce my operational cost. So if your job or whatever you are doing today is able to be automated, it's easy for me as an organization, as a business. I don't need you, right? So what do? How do you protect yourself? You learn how to automate. Okay, you need to be the person who is doing the automation, not the person who is getting automated. Right? So these are the three major factors to this huge change in the industry. What does this mean? What does this mean for you? Well, jobs aren't disappearing. Okay, there's no need to be so afraid. Jobs are evolving. Companies need people who can adapt. Okay, tech skills aren't just for techies. Everyone needs to be at least a little bit literate across technologies. Those who wait will be left wondering why no one is calling, especially as a restarter, especially as someone who is for the first time entering the workforce or re-entering the workforce. It is very difficult. Even as someone who has a job, let's say, and you are looking to, get a different role, a better role, a different industry, if you don't keep up with the trends, you are already outdated and doors will close. Do not let that happen. So the 5 must-know tech skills. What are they? We just spoke about it, AI and automation. What are our tools? ChatGPT, Midjourney, GitHub Copilot. There are so many tools, but you need to do this. AI might seem invisible, but it's not. It's everywhere. It's in every field, in every role, in every industry. And the smart people know how to use it because AI is shaping everything. Learn how AI is automating workflows, right? Not just jobs, but workflows. How can you leverage this? Ultimately, it is a tool. They are all tools. They are all skills, and they can all be learned. And you must equip yourself to stay relevant and to be in the best position for a job. Then we've got cloud computing, serverless and edge computing. These are the future. Figure it out. There are so many courses on so many platforms, right? So if you already, I am expecting at this point today, I am expecting that you already have at least some exposure to cloud computing. If you have middle, moderate to advanced knowledge about cloud computing, now learn about edge computing. Edge computing is so interesting, and now we are talking really about the network, about the topology. Very interesting. So and because of this, there is a huge demand for multi-cloud and hybrid skills. Like I said, we talked about topology. If you really get into topology, now it's all business, like I said. Increase revenue or decrease operational costs. Cloud computing, distributed computing, edge computing, they are hybrid computing, hybrid solutions. So the thing is, and it's so simple, right? I'm going to tell you in a very, very simple way. If I live in Bangalore and I have a friend in Chennai and I have a friend in Mumbai, and both of these friends have, let's say, a pen that I want, right? So I ask both of them, hey, do you have this particular pen? Both of them say, yes, I have this pen. And I need them to ship it out to me. Because Chennai is more close to me than Mumbai. Forget Mumbai, let's say Kashmir, because I'm not very good at geography. So yeah, let's say somewhere in Srinagar, right? So Chennai is much closer to me in Bangalore than Srinagar from Kashmir. Both of them have the same pen. But it's cheaper for me, most cost effective, if my friend in Chennai gives me the pen rather than my friends in Srinagar. So this is again topology, logistics, all of these things, right? It is logistics, but tech logistics, right? In terms of moving data from here to there. So why am I talking about this? Because cloud computing is not just using your, your cloud services. It's also about understanding the business side of things, the cost, cloud cost optimization. Cloud cost optimization is a massive field, right? So this is something that I think everyone should be aware of, and increase your capabilities here in terms of AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. There's OCI, there's Alibaba's cloud. There's so many, clouds now. Figure out, So every of these, each of these technologies, they may have certain tools or services which are specialized or well-suited for a specific kind of industry. For example, Oracle Cloud, you know what Oracle is super famous for, right? Like a fantastic enterprise database solution. They took that and moved it to the cloud. Fantastic. So if you have, if you're in an industry which requires a lot of data warehousing, you go to what? Instead of AWS, you can choose Oracle Cloud. because they are specialists. So my point is, be educated on many, many, many different things in the same field. Education will never go to waste, and education is what gives you that edge. And it does not need to be formal education. You can just sit, take a couple of courses, educate yourself, right? Moving on to what do we have now? Cybersecurity. Oof. Cybersecurity. So my dad used to work in cybersecurity. Excuse me. Yeah. So since we were children, we learned about the many, many ways that cybersecurity can be used against you. Your OTP, your phishing, smishing, whatever, your browser security, then you've got your password encryption. There's so many fields. I'm just talking about the baseline things that you need to know about, right? Regulations around security, then zero trust security, ethical hacking. Then there's so many facets of security, right? So many facets of security. And we already saw that in 2027, we're going to need, 20 million vacancies for cybersecurity jobs just in India. I think it was 20 million. Let me confirm for you. Where was that? Because it's such an important statistic. And it will really, really drive this home. Okay. All right, I will find the stat for you. I remember quoting it, but yeah, so several million job vacancies just in cybersecurity and just in India. Why are you not chasing that money, chasing that skill? I think you should take this advantage, take this opportunity. You know there will be a vacancy. Study it. It's not that difficult. You can do it. You are all intelligent and capable women, driven women. Absolutely, you can do anything that you set your mind to. So why not set your mind to studying something which you know will secure your job, right? So these skills will give you security for at least 5 years. So I urge you to please take this seriously. Next, data fluency and decision intelligence. I love this term, this word, right? This sentence. Data is the clock that runs the digital world. It's beautiful. Now, SQL, Python, data visualization tools, so important across fields. Then business intelligence and data storytelling. We spoke about this, right? What is the tech? What we are talking about, today's talk is fully about tech trends and what you need to stay relevant. So trends, a trend is a story. When I'm telling you that, okay, in 2027, there will be 20 million job vacancies for cybersecurity, that is data storytelling, right? And business intelligence capitalizes on it, right? And now we have an amalgamation of fields like AI-powered analytics. Before, it would be manual. We don't need that anymore. We do to a large extent, because accuracy, hallucinations, these are artifacts of AI. That is true, of Gen AI, not general AI. Was that? One moment. Yeah, all right. So we have to understand AI-powered analytics, predictive modeling. If this is a field that you are interested in, and I think everyone should be at least a little bit interested in, because as in any role that you have, right, in any role, any industry, any vertical, what gives you an added advantage is knowledge of the business. Do you agree? Knowledge of the business gives you an added advantage over anyone else. Also, I just remembered, I have not posted my links yet. So if you would like to attend the next session or follow me on LinkedIn or Herky, please do follow me. If you are interested in a more in-depth sessions, in workshop style sessions, please take a look at the chat box, and those are my links. Next, we have tech-enabled soft skills, critical thinking, AI ethics. What does that mean? So around, we talk about governance as well. There is another field, responsible AI. Then you've got transparent AI. XAI is, what is it? Explainable. Yeah, explainable AI. So there are so many fields, not just around AI, but around the compliance with relation to AI. So that we need to keep in mind. All right. So tech-enabled soft skills mean you have digital leadership, change management, and you need to be so adaptable at navigating fast evolving workspaces. So tech-enabled soft skills is not one thing, but it's a generalized vision. It's a generalized thought process and mentality. How can my soft skills be augmented by tech? And there's no real course on it, right? You need to figure it out. This is your critical thinking skills. And your critical thinking skills, that is really what separates you and distinguishes you from everyone else. Now, these skills aren't just trends. They are survival skills. Every woman here wants a job, a better salary, a better way to provide for herself and her family. Every woman here has a dream, has a financial dream, has a career dream. And in order to realize these dreams, in fact, I don't want to call them dreams, these goals that all of you incredible women have, these goals require work, right? These goals require skills. So all of these skills that we spoke about, that we're speaking about in this session, they are survival skills. Zeroing in on any of these trends, right? We spoke about some 6, 7 trends, and 3 main ones, but 6, 7 overall. If you zero in on 1 or 2 of these, 1 is great, 2 is fantastic. 2, if you learn 2 out of these, you will be irreplaceable, at least for the next 5 years. So these are survival skills, I will say it again. And the best way to upskill is strategically. You have to have structure, you have to have a vision, a plan. Then you need to be strategic about what you learn. On today's day 3 of the Comeback Protocol. On day 1, we learned about the 4 C's: cuts, clarity, color, and carrots. So cuts is super important, as is clarity. Cut the noise and be very, very clear about your vision. And the more clear your vision, the better your strategy, right? So, Pritha, you keep talking about strategy, but we don't have time. All of us are poor on time. No one is time rich, right? So we need, and because most of us are restarters, a lot of people here, women here are restarters. We are short on time. So Pritha, how can we do this very quickly? I need to get a job now, right? So here's a strategy to upskill fast. First of all, not all skills are equal. Okay, we learned about this on day 1, the 80-20 rule. What is the 80-20 rule? The simple truth is 20% of the core skills in any field will get you 80% of the success. I will repeat that. 20% of the core critical skills in any field will give you 80% of the success. So figure out what those 20% skills are, and then target those. Stop chasing random certifications. There are some people who will tell you, and some people who will follow this advice as well. The more certifications you have on your profile, the more impressive it looks. No, the more certifications you have, and if they are not focused, it makes you look like you don't know what your direction is. You don't have a goal. You're bored and you're filling time. That is a very bad impression, right? You want to showcase how targeted you are, how focused you are, how result-oriented you are, how goal-focused you are. So don't chase random certifications. Get clarity on your own thoughts. Write it down. Rina was just talking about how important it is to her to write, to journal. As I'm, as I'm doing this, session, and I'm getting feedback from you guys, I am writing everything down. Every day at 5 p.m., 5:30, after my morning theory sessions, we do a hands-on worksheet-based session where we sit and we write our goals. We create a roadmap, a plan, a strategy based on whatever the morning session was. Right? So this is something I feel very strongly about. Don't waste time. Be strategic. Write it down. Next. The 3-step upskilling strategy. Pick one focus area. Don't do 5 things at once. I've heard my whole life from many different people that Pritha, women are just natural multitaskers. Women can do everything. Women, we can juggle so many tasks at the same time. We are natural, God-gifted multitaskers. No, sorry, I am not. I cannot, and I will not. Why? If I do 2, 3 things at the same time, my attention is split between A, B, and C. If the job that I'm doing right now is so important that it will affect the next 5 years of my life, 10 years of my life, and my current and future earning potential, I will not multitask. I will give my 100% focus there. Because if you study AI, if you study, let's say, front-end development, back-end development, let's say you want to study cloud as well, all at the same time, because you feel like, wow, I need to have all of these skills. You need to have all of these skills, but don't do it at once. If you do it at once, nothing will work out. I'm suddenly remembering this line by Bruce Lee, okay? My brother loves kung fu movies, karate movies. Bruce Lee, I think, said something like this: I don't fear the man who has practiced 100 types of punches once. I fear the man who has practiced one punch 100 times, right? So give your full energy. Pick one topic, pick one domain, and master it. Simple, right? Pick one major focus area and master it. Multitasking is nice to talk about. It feels nice when people say, wow, you're such a great multitasker. But actually being a multitasker is very stressful. And you don't need to feel obligated to do everything all at once. Please pick one area, focus on it, master it, khatam. Next. So you learn, great, good for you. Who cares? Nobody cares. Apply it. Learning is not enough. That's why when you go to, any kind of institution, whether, it's any kind of degree, right? Any kind of degree, even law degrees, I found out recently. Your theory is great and you must know theory, but you must have a lab component as well, right? Like I'm doing the worksheets. In the morning, there's theory. In the evenings, there is lab. Why? Because lab is where the work is done. Okay, it's easy to look, it's easy to read, it is easy to listen. But when you sit and you do the work, that's when you learn. That is an application. I am a very, very strong believer in application-based knowledge, in experimental-based knowledge. Sit, figure it out, work on it. So let's say I am studying cloud. Great. I watched 5 videos. So what? But the learning I will get if I sit and I make a very small project, very small, just have a Lambda, like, get on AWS. There's a free tier, make a Lambda, make the Lambda, just say hello world, simple. But the process of doing it, oh, okay, there's a Lambda. Oh, I need to have my code somewhere. Oh, now I have to put my code in S3. Otherwise, how will Lambda know where the code is? Oh, I need to set a compiler. So all of these configurations, all of these auxiliary things, right, that I need to actually execute and apply my knowledge of Lambda, that can only come from sitting, practicing, making a project. So first, pick one area, focus on it. 2, apply what you are learning. It is not enough to learn. It is important. It is necessary to apply what you learn. Create a mini project, write case studies, figure it out, right? Next. Okay, I am learning, I am applying. So what? Unless I showcase, how do you know that, yeah, Pritha knows this? How do you know that, yes, Pritha has some skills? How do you know that at least Pritha is interested in this? She is, attempting something. How do you know if I don't tell you? If I don't tell you, if I didn't tell you that I'm writing, would you know? No, you would not know. So I have to promote. I have to talk. You have to talk about what you're doing. Because unless and until people know and people see that, okay, this person is doing something, cool, they will not know and you are invisible. All your studying, all your projects, all your hard work goes into the trash because no one can see it. There is, a very famous saying. What is it? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, I forgot the rest of it. But you see what I'm trying to say, right? If something is not observed, does it exist? If no one told you that Antarctica exists as a child, if no one showed you a map, will you know that Antarctica exists? No. That's my point. And it's so simple. Learn, apply, and put yourself out there. Push yourself, make it visible. Put it on LinkedIn. Put it on YouTube, put it anywhere, but show up, be visible. If a recruiter does not know who Pritha Pathak is, a recruiter will never hire Pritha Pathak because he doesn't know I exist. So do yourself the great service, the great credit of being visible. Now, how to future-proof your career? Stay curious, really. I say all of these tech trends based on the data I have now and today. Things may change. Things will change. So stay curious because tech changes very fast. Join communities, learn from others. On Herky, we have so many communities. On LinkedIn also, there are so many communities. Communities for robotics people, people in AI, people in machine learning, Java developers communities, so many niche communities, big communities. On LinkedIn, there is even a Herky community, right? So learn from others, network. Then position yourself as someone who adapts. Okay? We need to preempt. Why is Pritha talking about tech forecasts, trends? So that before it is saturated, right? Before a field is saturated, I want you to grab that opportunity. I want you to upskill in these skills before it is saturated. I don't want you to react to the change. I want you to adapt. I want all of us to predict, to understand the predictions, interpret it properly, figure out how it aligns to our vision for ourselves, and then adapt. Don't be a reactor. Now I will share with you something very close to my heart. Okay, when I was very young, I read Alice in Wonderland, and this was something. This is a direct quote from the book, right? I've seen the movie, I've read the book. I love Alice in Wonderland. This is a main reason. So the Red Queen has a rule in her kingdom. In my kingdom, you have to run as fast as you can just to stay in the same place. Tech is so difficult because it's dynamic, not because it's difficult conceptually, no, but because it's so dynamic. So you can run as hard as you want and you will stay in the same place. You have to push yourself, run faster than you thought you could if you want to get ahead. In Wonderland, standing still is falling behind. That's how it is in today's job market. You don't have to learn everything. I do not want to scare you. You don't have to learn everything, but you do have to keep moving. You have to keep moving forward. Okay. Do you want to go more in depth, specifically with relation to these tech stacks? We have a session on 27th August, Your Secret Tech Edge, AI Skills and Tools that Recruiters Crave. So that's going to be a very fun topic. And I hope that you will, sign up. I have all of my links over here. Please absolutely follow me here. Follow me on Herky, follow me on LinkedIn, and I have a session coming up tomorrow. So if any one of you has a career gap and is feeling, oh, now what? People are not accepting me. People are not ready to give me, a job or an opportunity. Then absolutely, please attend tomorrow's session called Career Gap. So what? We'll figure it out, right? All right. So I think we're coming to the end of this. We have come to the end of this. You can do this. Okay? You can absolutely do this. I believe in you. And I need you to believe in you as well. Hi, Namrata. Please go on. What's up? Namrata, you wanted to say something?
Preetha, we have questions from Namrata. I think she raised her hand.
Yes.
And
Namrata.
one more, Divya also wants to ask something.
Yes, go on, please.
Yeah.
Any questions? Please, now feel free to talk. I'm sorry I stopped you, Chitra, but today I had so much to cover, right? You saw how much I had to cover. Go on. Hi, Namrata. Please speak. I think she's on mute. No, I can't. Can you guys hear her?
Yes.
Oh, you cannot. I mean, I am not able to. Okay, Namrata, I will wait for you. Let's see. What is the 80-20 rule? All right. So Divya, the 80-20 rule is in any kind of field, in any field, especially in tech fields, 80% of the success that you get comes from 20% of the core skills. Okay, for example, my expertise in cloud computing, so I've worked on AWS a lot, right? And I know a lot about AWS, the different services, the different tiers, all of it. But I will tell you, even though I have so much exposure and so much knowledge on AWS, I mostly use Lambda. I mostly use EC2. Two things. Okay. So even though there are so many skills associated with AWS, only two of them are giving me the most success. Does that, is that helping you? Do you understand, Divya? So this is good. So this is something that, is across industries and across tech, especially tech, and I can personally tell you. So figure out the 20% of the most critical skills in any field. Focus on that, and you will get the most success. 80% success. This is a rule. I didn't make it up. It's a rule. Then do we have any more questions? Yes, Namrata, I'm still waiting for Namrata.
Pritha,
Yes?
it's Sanjana.
Hi, Sanjana.
I just want to have a request. In
Yeah.
the evening, when you start your sessions, can you just go through the slides? Just at least show the
Recap.
slides so that we can remember what we heard in the morning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it will be kind of revision for us so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we can.
Okay, evening session. Okay, I have written it down. Yeah, thank you. That's very good feedback. I will definitely keep in mind. Today we don't have a session in the evening. I'm not feeling well today. Can you see my face? So today I will not be taking a session in the evening. Tomorrow evening we have sessions. Tomorrow the whole day. Priscilla, hi Priscilla. Please.
Hi, Prita. It was nice connecting you now. So I just joined now, so I wanted to check what exactly the session is and how is it a recurring session and
Yes. Thank you for that question. Yes. So I'm going to just give me one moment. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So this is the Comeback Protocol 2.0. This is the second edition of my Comeback Protocol. We already did this, the first sessions on the first edition in March, from March to April. So what we are doing here is every day we have morning and evening sessions. In the morning, we have theory. In the evenings, we will have hands-on lab/practical sessions, right? Sanjana has attended, I think, all of them now. So I hope she will give me good feedback. So yeah, so whatever we're learning in the mornings, we will apply in the workshop. And a lot of the times I will ask the audience members to share their screen so that we can all work together in real time. And these sessions go from 20th August. Today is day 3, right? 2021, 22, day 3. So this is going from 20th August to 30th August. So please try to attend the sessions. You can find all of my sessions. I will just post that whole link again. It should be pinned. Yeah. I'm going to post it one more time, just in case. You will find all of my sessions on my profile. My next session is tomorrow. It's career gap. So what? It will empower you to reframe. This is something that Sanjana was worried about yesterday. Reframing your gap, reframing your previous experience. So all of these sessions are designed to, first of all, get you back in the workforce, create that confidence in yourself, and fix your resume, fix your LinkedIn, fix the way you hold yourself, right? I'll tell you one of the sessions I am most excited about. It's called Dress to Success. So I am inviting a lot of people from different industries, a lot of women from different industries, different seniority levels, who talk about how they dress, which, makes them feel good. And if you feel good, you perform well because you feel powerful. All right, Sheikh Farida, hi. Priscilla, does that answer your question? Yes, okay, great. So I hope to see you at tomorrow's session, Priscilla.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. You can call me
Yeah.
Pritha. I'm not that special. You are more special than I am. Call me Pritha.
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Very nice session. It is, I like very much because I have a career gap, ma'am. So actually, my field is a teaching. So it is possible to be change and change my domains and convert it into AI field, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry. My internet died. One second.
Yeah.
Can you
Good
see me?
morning,
Can you
ma'am.
hear me?
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good.
Very nice meet to you, ma'am. It's very good topic you will display here. I'm very much appreciate you because I have a career gap and my field is
Uh-huh.
totally different from the corporate sector. I am a teaching field and my degree is a MA with economics and MA and BEd. So I want to be change my domains also. So it is good for
Hmm.
me, ma'am.
Can you tell me about how many years of gap do you have?
Yeah, I have the last 20-year experience of teaching, ma'am.
Fantastic. 20 years. What did you
Yeah.
teach?
I'm teaching economics, ma'am, from the
Ah,
junior college. I have the last 5-year experience of Kendriya Vidyalaya, CBSE.
Hmm.
And my son is a doctor farmer. He's working in the Novartis, ma'am.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay. So tell me about your career gap.
A career gap is last 15 years. I'm doing nothing but only giving the teaching. And I'm not familiar about the computer AI because that time it is not important to
There.
us. But I feel it is very important to me nowadays. Whatever it be the years, my 5 year or 10 years. So it's okay for me to learn these AI tools, ma'am.
Who is stopping you, Farida?
No one is stopping me. I'm just asking you, ma'am.
Exactly. No, exactly. I think you should. So you
Yeah.
have 20 years of vast, deep experience in teaching, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
And I would just like you to look at this slide. Where is it? Yeah. So non-tech fields, right? So you have robotics applications and AI applications in non-tech fields.
Okay.
Teaching is a huge use case. Okay, education is a huge use case for AI, for AI applications. So is robotics. You first of all, you need to orient your mind to think. Yes, I already have domain knowledge. I was talking about how business knowledge gives you an edge, right? You already have business knowledge, you already have domain knowledge. So you have an advantage. Okay?
Okay.
Experience and education are never wasted. You are a subject matter
Thank you.
expert. One,
Thank you, ma'am.
your AI, if you learn AI, and I think you should, when you learn AI, I will say, not if, when you learn AI, you will realize that everything that you have done so far can be amplified. Okay? I think you
Okay,
should
ma'am.
learn it, but you need to figure out
Yeah,
why
ma'am.
you are learning it and what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
will
ma'am. That is very important. Which domain,
do with that.
which I mean, the tools are very, which skills are very important, and which will give benefits, and it will important for my future, ma'am. Because I don't know actually which skills are important. Now you told me 80 upon 20. That is a 20 skills. Which are the 20 skills which give the 80% success in our life? So I don't know which are the 20 skills which are help me for future, ma'am.
Ah,
I think
huh. Why do you want to learn AI? What is your plan for yourself? So, depending on what your plan is,
Actually, ma'am,
how about right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
So, my internet may be a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
you guys?
Same problem is here also. Actually, I want to go to the corporate office
Hear
and I
me?
want to use my. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, this.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
you're
Actually, I
audible,
want to go
Prita.
to the corporate office. I want to do
yes.
something about the economics field only. That is the economic health issue is there. So I want to do AI course from that field only. So it is means useful for in the corporate section or not, ma'am? Yeah, ma'am. You hear me? Hello, ma'am.
I
Is
think
it
she has
audible to
an
you?
internet issue.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
issue. So I write all the issues because I follow you in the LinkedIn. So I write down what difficulty and what problem I have it. You can reply me anyway. But this session is very nice. I'm very appraise you because you know what is a gap in my life or in the education. So that will always degrade me. But this session for the women, so it's very good for me and other also. Those who have the gap, such kind, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. No, no issue of that.
Hi, can anyone see the screen? Or is it for only for me? I'm not able to see nor hear
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, ma'am.
Hello?
I think there is some network issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Namrita, you there? I think she has some network issue at her end. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes.
She
Yes,
had messaged
Namrita.
that she had got some technical issues, so
Yes.
she wants us to continue it tomorrow. So this is the end of the session for now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for such information for us. Thank you very much.